know if it's
Okay, I'm recording. Hey everyone. So Nellie is going to talk today about the power of a success partner. We actually went to this, what do you call it, workshop at Summit this year, and it was amazing. It got us all giddy and excited. So Nellie, go for it.
All right. So I have to say this workshop was one of my favorites. So it was all about success partners, and the two people that did it, Danielle, I can't remember her last name. Do you know?
Danielle Natoni and
Julie Vars. They did the presentation. They were awesome. They're success partners, and it was really inspiring to see two people that are success partners and how they've built their relationship and grow with each other and really they grew their business. So that was really inspiring. Mm-hmm. So why do we need success partners? The most important part is accountability. And just with coaching, you need to have someone that keeps you accountable and someone that is there to listen to you, sometimes vent and complain and provide you support and give them their perspective, because, you know, everybody's gone through different things. So their perspective is different and they've dealt with different things than you have. So it's always good to have a sounding board that you can talk to, and they'll give you motivation when you're feeling down, because you're not going to get up every morning ready to invite or hit your PD or whatever that it is you need to do for your business. So it's good to have that person that's always there to pick you up and give you motivation. And not to mention the shared responsibility. This business is huge, and we all own our own businesses. We're all entrepreneurs, but a lot of this stuff needs to be shared because it's such a huge undertaking. We need each other to help each other. And once you look at it that way, it doesn't seem so overwhelming, because there are days that before I had a success partner, Jolene, it was overwhelming, because, like, you know, you sit back and think like, okay, I have 50 things to do, and how am I going to do all this by myself? But when you have that partner that knows the struggles you're going through, and you can pick at it together, it makes it so much easier, and it's not as overwhelming.
Can I just pop in before we go on? So sure. Let me just say, basically for the past year and a half, until Nellie and I became success partners, I thought I had one, but I didn't. Hi, Nina. I didn't really have a success partner. And so I was doing all the trainings. I was doing team calls. I was doing my business. I was doing a whole other business of coaches. And it is so overwhelming to do it all on your own when nobody's there to help you. And so when I talked to Nellie before Summit, we decided, yes, let's do this. Let's team up together. And we went to this workshop. It was like, I wanted to cry, because I was all alone for so long. And now, like, I feel like I can focus on my tasks. I almost quit. I'm letting you guys know, I almost quit 5 times last year because it was really hard to do it on my own. And I can't. And so, you know, I'm glad I haven't quit, because I'm not A, quitter, and B, you know, I have so many amazing team members that if I quit on you, like, I'm failing you. And I don't want to do that, because you guys have trusted me for a reason. So, you know, get that success partner. You need that person beside you. It's like, we're going to go into it, but it's like, you know, sharing the responsibility of, you know, with marriage and kids, you know, or having that relationship with somebody, or that best friend, you know, that's what a success partner is. Like your wife or husband or best friend, with your business. Okay, so I just needed to put that in there. Okay, go on.
Okay. So step one, how do you find the one? And this is, I guess I'm going to start at the bottom of the slide, but it's like dating. You kind of got to date around and interview different people, talk to different people, and find the right one. You can start off by making a list of possible people that you already know. They might be on your team or not. They might be other coaches. I don't know if you guys belong in the Beachbody Coach Champions. There are a lot of coaches on there. That would be a good place to find people. I've seen actually people post on there looking for a success partner. That's a good way. And then once you make your list, then list your strengths. Like, what are you bringing to the table? What are the things that you're good at? Are you organized? Are you good at presenting? Are you good at graphics? Do you like running challenge groups? And on the same token, and we didn't put this on the slide, but what are the things that you need to work on? If there are things that, say, you don't know a whole lot about programs, or you're not comfortable explaining Shakeology to someone, practice those and work. Those are things you can make a list of stuff that you need to work on. And then pay close attention to what other coaches are posting, that people that you can connect with, and add those things to your list. And then have several face-to-face meetings. I mean, with technology nowadays, I mean, look at us. We're doing a Zoom meeting. You can have meetings with your potential success partners, and then establish that relationship and see where it goes. And it might not happen the first 4 or 5 people, and maybe the 6th person is the one. So don't give up just because the first one that you meet is not the one. And you'll know, like, when you have that gut feeling, like, this is the right person, I connect with them, and your personalities are matching, you'll know. Do you have anything to add on that?
I've had a few success partners, and I've been in training groups before and met people, and it's like, you think you have the same goals. I've done Zoom calls, and then all of a sudden it's just like fizzles out, and that's okay. And as our business changes, and we're going to change. And so it's okay that if you have a success partner for like a few months, and then, you're like, this is not what I need, that's okay to move on. It's just, part of growing up. I'm sure as, we've grown up as adults, we're not friends with the same people we were when we were children. We all change and grow. So just remember that it's okay if you have multiple success partners. Who knows? Nellie and I might not be success partners in a year or 2 from now. I mean, right now I hope we are, but you don't know that. Okay. So just, find that person for what you need right now in your business. And if you want to put that post out there on like the Beachbody Champions page or something and say, hey, listen, I'm a mom, I am, a coach, and I've recently somewhat started this business, and I'm really looking forward to amp it up. I need somebody who's similar, that kind of stuff.
These are my goals. Like,
yeah. So put yourself out there and meet other coaches. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Here are some of the don'ts. Don't solely go based on rank. So say if you're an emerald coach, don't look for other emeralds. You could look for a diamond, or vice versa. Like if there's somebody that's driven and they just signed up, and say you're a diamond, you can partner up with them. I think rank doesn't matter as much as like your drive and how much you want this, and how much you're willing to sacrifice to do this. And also don't pick just based on personality types, because sometimes if you're too much alike, it might not work out. Say if, let me try to think of a good example. If you're both on the 5th day of the month don't want to do it anymore, that might not be a good match, because one of you guys needs to be like, no, we're doing this, let's go. So you want someone that's going to keep always push you. don't pick within your team. I know Jolene and I are both on the same team, but that's just the way it worked out. But it doesn't have to be that way. And don't stay within the circle of your friends. Try to step outside of that and try to, shop around for other people.
And let me just say, if you do pick somebody on the team, as like Nellie and I have, that's great. Go for it. If you guys connect and your goals are similar, do it.
And you already have that established relationship, that might be good.
Yeah, go for it. Do it. It's just like, don't solely rely on.
Don't stay away from it just because of that.
Yeah. Does that make sense? I hope so. Yeah. Okay. Ellie, are you there?
Okay. Operating logistics.
Uh-oh.
I'm here.
Okay, good. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Jolene?
Are we hold on. Let me make sure. Grace and Faye, you need to turn the iPads off right now. They're off. Okay, good. Thank you.
Are we good?
I think so.
Okay.
My internet, I think, is slowing down, so I want to make sure the kids aren't on the internet.
Nobody is on the internet here, so.
Okay.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
Okay, so fundamentals. Step 1. How will you meet? So from the get-go, try to kind of set up a business structure. How will you meet? Are you going to do FaceTime? If you're in the same town, maybe you can meet up for coffee once a week. Kind of try to set up those structures or standards. How often will you meet? Jolene and I have a standing appointment with her around my lunchtime on Wednesdays. I just wrote it out for the next 2 months. Mm-hmm. And we talk every day. So sometimes, we text back and forth all day. So we're like, do we need to meet or should we push it back? This Wednesday was really bad for me when I was at work. So we ended up talking later in the day. And then share your goals together. As far as your vital behaviors, what rank do you want to reach? Personal development. We've kind of developed a schedule for the next 6 months as far as personal development, what books are we going to read? And then kind of be each other's partners in success. And also with that, running challenge groups together and the challenge tracker, it really helps to have that partner so you don't feel alone, especially when it's crickets in the challenge group. So I had another thought, but you go ahead if you have anything to add to that.
I have nothing to add. Go ahead.
Okay. I can't remember. Well, I was in line. Okay, moving on. Joining forces. So with you setting goals, you're going to take some numbers and think about what is that you're trying to reach, and keep the programs so they're centered around the activities that you're doing. And then with challenge groups, again, the hardest part is to have that shared responsibility and you're doing it together so it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Coach Basics, again, you run it together. And Success Club based, are all your personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club? And workouts, you press play together, and same with your business. You try to keep it all together. And it's just, I know Jolene's in California and I'm in Florida, but I don't feel alone anymore. It's the craziest thing. Ever since I left that workshop and we just sat there and I was giddy, like a little 5-year-old girl. I was so excited. And ever since, I just got this fire in my belly. I have a partner. I'm not alone anymore. It's a great feeling. And then set business time. If you haven't already, and I do this every week, I have a passion planner. I just go through and highlight the hours I'm going to be working. And I work full time outside of Beachbody, so I have to be really careful about my time management. So I have like 15, 20-minute pockets of time where I set business hours when I invite, work on my content, and I listen to PD like on the way to work, from work, when I'm washing dishes, when I'm doing laundry. So we all have 24 hours. You just got to figure out where you're going to fit your business in. Mm-hmm. And again, you know, the bottom line is when you have a success partner, it goes from I to we. So it makes it a lot less overwhelming.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
Let me just add, like, when we say like set goals, set number goals. Like, what rank do you want to be by this time? And hold each other accountable. Are you doing the tasks that you need to do to get to that goal? Or do you have financial goals? Write those down and make sure you share with each other and how you're keeping on track. Programs. We are doing the same programs. We have the programs that we are going to be doing until January, and we're going to be doing them together. Okay. And then challenge groups, like, as she said, run them together. Coach Basics, run it together. Success Club. If, you know, we're a team now, we're together. And so, like, her coaches, my coaches, as a team, we are together. So if we can't, if you guys are struggling, then you can go to her, or you can come to me, and vice versa. So just because, you know, you're under me doesn't mean anything. You know, if you feel comfortable going to Nellie, go talk to Nellie, you know, or vice versa. As she said, press play together. We're doing Country Heat. I did not want to do Country Heat. Nina knows, Nellie knows, I cannot stand autumn. Cannot. If I had a mute button for her, I would mute her. So, you know, but I'm doing it. And so, and then business times, as Nellie said, she set her times for business. I've set mine. And before you guys hopped on, we kind of talked about a little bit what I'm struggling with and how I need to really focus and set my time. Because I feel like with Nellie, she's so scheduled with her day with work and kids that she has to prioritize more. Whereas I'm sitting at home and I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. I need to focus more. And she's making me do that. So, you know, that wanted to cover that. So,
okay.
Yeah. Like,
do we have any questions from anybody?
Pardon me?
I said, do we have any questions, or you want to do that after?
Do you have questions right now, or want to keep going, guys? Ladies?
I'm good.
Okay. Uh-oh, they're singing happy birthday.
Oh, you can hear that? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Share the responsibility together. Step 3, aiming higher together. Bigger goals, and be very specific about this. Don't just say more money. If there's a house that you want to buy, if there's like, I want to build us a pool, I put that on my vision board. I want a play set for our kids. I put that on my vision board. Be very specific about those bigger goals, and the sky is the limit. Long-term goals, like, what do you want to do in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? Like, you can go all the way to retirement. Trainings you create together, that makes it a lot easier. For this training, I did the content. I was having a little bit of difficulty with the software, so Jolene helped out. Again, if it was just me, I mean, I was stressed, but I was not nearly as stressed as I would have been if it was just me. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Calls you run together. I mean, we're doing this together right now. Makes it a lot easier. And you develop presentations together. It just makes so much. It's like having two of you. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like cloning yourself.
Exactly.
So together forever.
Yes, I had to do that, together forever with them.
Step 4, how to keep it all together. So have an agenda for your meetings. And this is specifically about the business meetings you have, depending on how often you decide to meet. Like if it's once a week, have an agenda and have a time limit. If you want to have a venting session, just do say 5 or 10 minutes and then end it. Be like, okay, our 10 minutes is up. Don't make it into an hour long venting. And it's not to chat, you know. Make it positive and make it productive. And you have to have takeaway from it. Again, it's not a chatting session. I said that. And it's not a competition. We're not competing with each other. Jolene and I have different goals, but we're not competing. I'm not competing with anybody else on my team. The only person I'm competing with is myself and who I was yesterday. Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind. And that really, I want to say this at this because of Summit. That really struck me at Summit because it's easy to get stuck, especially when you're on Facebook and you see other coaches, you feel like you're competing with them. But there are billions of people in this world and there's only one of you and you're very unique. And there's only one person out there that's looking for someone like you as well. Other prospective coaches. So you're very unique and you're not competing with anyone else. So don't ever feel like there's a competition. And this is also not a complaining session when you have your business meetings. Again, set a time limit on that. And be spontaneous. I mean, there are times like during the day, I have a thought at work, I text Jolene, like, what do you think about this? Or if it's just be spontaneous. And I think what they added in Summit workshop, I remember that they said, keep the romance alive.
Exactly. I just want to add, I forgot to put this in there, but so like when you talk with your success partner, come up with strategies for how you each can help each other develop your business together so that it aligns with your goals and values. So what can I do to help Nellie? Sorry, that's my dryer. And what can Nellie do to help me? You really need to, help each other along with this. And as she said, like, be spontaneous, like you would in a romance. That's what they said. And they had this hashtag, I should have put it on there, but it's hashtag partner proposal. So, you can, if you have a success partner and you want to show them that you've heard their call, they're going to follow you on social media and see how you guys are doing as success partners if you hashtag the partner proposal, which I still yet to do, but yeah. So.
Okay. And the bottom line, this business is a blessing. So, and make it fun. You know, if it's not fun, then, I hate to say it, but what's the point? But.
Or, it does. And let me put it this way. Some days you feel like you're just going through the motions and you're doing what you need to do. And, I know some of you aren't Christian, but I read in my Bible study this morning that just like, life gets going and it gets monotonous and it gets boring. So it's easier to reignite that fire, even though you're doing those tasks every day, than starting fresh again. Mm-hmm. So if that makes sense. So like if you're bored with what you're doing, get with your success partner, talk about things again and get that fire reignited, which is easier to do than if you were going to start all over again. Right. Or from the beginning, So just, there's moments where, as I said, it does. And that's what your success partner is there for, to help bring you up and be there for you, and in personal and in business. Mm-hmm. I can say definitely Nellie has been helping me through, some issues lately, and I'm so thankful for that. So yeah. And I was just thinking too, like when they say be spontaneous, like I just thought of something that I need to order Nellie, just because. So, that kind of stuff. So, it doesn't have to be a gift. It could be a letter or a note in the mail, or, one of those little e-cards saying, I'm just thinking about you, something like that, something
fun.
Yeah. So any questions on success partners? Does it help? Like, because I know that you've been kind of messaging me a lot.
Trying to go in all the time now.
Yeah.
Trying to stay focused and motivated. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's, you really need to find somebody, and it might take some time, but just put yourself out there. I mean, you did with me to sign up with this business.
Yeah.
Hey, Nina, did the presentation like help you? Did it like spark any ideas? Like, did any names come to your head?
It actually doesn't spark ideas as far as to who yet, but it does definitely. I can definitely say that it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I am overwhelmed. I'm a little bit less overwhelmed now than I was a couple of months ago, like 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm trying to just shift my whole mental point, I guess, my mental state. So to kind of, not to say not take it so serious, to take it serious, but to like, just, it's okay. Like breathe. It's not like just step by step. And, like that's just been the biggest thing, trying to create a system for myself. Like when Nelly was saying, oh, what are you good at? Are you good at running challenge groups? Are you good at talking about Shakeology? Are you not good at this? And I'm like not good at any of that stuff yet.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to say to people yet. Like I'm just now getting comfortable with adding people to my friends list.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's okay.
Like,
make a list of stuff that you need to work on. And I did this because I felt overwhelmed. I'm like, I'm not good at any of this stuff. Make a list and work at one at a time. Because if you try to do too many at a time, then you get overwhelmed and then feel like you want to quit.
And that's what I did
get really good at it and then move on to the next thing.
Right. Like right now, I'm just like focusing on my 3 vital behaviors.
Yeah.
I have so many other things in my mind as like, okay, I want to do YouTube videos. Oh my God, I want to do a blog. Oh my God, I want to do a website. Oh my God, I want to just do this and do that. And I'm like, okay, chill, girl.
Yes.
Let's invite people to your friends list and freaking post 3 times a day, because I'm the type of person that some days I'm on social media posting and some days I'm on social media and I'm laughing at people falling off of, their skateboard. Like seriously, I don't have anything to say some days. And I'm just like trying to get into the groove of like getting a presence and keeping a presence.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? And then like just going, I went on my sister's Facebook. Well, I have like 1,000 sisters, but I went on one of my sister's pages today and just went and started browsing through their friends list. And was, going and hitting requests on people who we have like 10 or 20 people in common. You know what I mean?
That's
and I'm
good.
Yeah, like that does not make me intimidated. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's within my comfort zone. I'm going to stay there right now. The part that's out of my comfort zone is when they accept to like put them up a little bit. Like, hey girl, I saw that you're my sister's friend, so I thought I'd shoot you a request. Thanks for accepting.
That's great.
That's perfect.
Yeah, like that right there sent like my nerves array. Like it's so stupid. Like, why you can't?
It gets easier though.
Right.
It's like riding a bike.
Right. And that's what I keep telling myself. I keep telling myself, like, okay, I just been doing that for the last 3 days, hitting requests and just sending them a little, hey, thanks for adding me, or thanks for accepting me rather. And I was like, today I was in the bathroom. I was like, it's really not that serious, Nina. Like, seriously, like I've been making it a business. I don't know, maybe because I'm from New York. I don't talk to people if they don't talk to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even just walking down the street, if you say good morning, I'm saying good morning. I'm not going to like, give you the cold shoulder, but I've never been the type of person, I guess maybe living in New York, you kind of just get used to just passing people by. Give the head nod, hello, and you keep it moving.
Kind of everyone's in their own world.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm trying to step out of that. I'm saying hello to my neighbors.
That's awesome.
People looking at me like, what are you saying good morning to me for? Because I've never said anything to them before, but now I'm kind of like just trying to get more comfortable with speaking to people. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me do, this was another workshop, and since we're talking about fears, let me you want to stop share, Nellie?
Sure.
Yeah, because it's very short, so we'll do another little quick session since you're okay. So one of the workshops was there's a 4-step system in overcoming your fears. And that's what you're going through right now. And you're going to have more fears, and your fears are going to be different as you get more into the business because they're going to change. So you have to have a reason. So don't have anyone tell you your reason why isn't good enough. But your reason why for doing this business has to be strong enough. And you have to be able to visualize your future, and you need to write it down. So that's your first step, okay? So I know we've talked about it, and I know what your goals are, but I want you to write them down, and I want you to put it somewhere where you can see it every day, on the fridge. Like, do that vision board.
Right.
You need to do that, because when you see it, I still haven't done mine. That is my goal. I tried to do the magazine thing, and I flipped through like 50 magazines, and I was like, I can't do this. I'm done.
I did the same thing.
Like, I just got to do a visual one online and then print it out and put it on my bulletin board so I can see that every day. Right. So that's what you need to do. Step 2 is have a team. So you need a success partner, because they're going to be there when it gets tough. Okay. And when you struggle and when you want to back away. I mean, I can pull you in like I do, but to have that partner, it's key. So go to Beachbody Champions Facebook group or Success Partner Secrets. Okay? So Beachbody Champions, Success Partner Secrets. They're 2 Facebook groups. And then you have to remember that practice is going to build your confidence. Like you said, the more you do something, the more comfortable you're going to get, and it's not going to be scary anymore. So like talking to those people, friends of friends, I do that all the time. I used to do like 10 or more friends, but now that my Facebook friend list is becoming fuller, I'm going through and deleting a lot of people. Like, unless we're a team together and you're if you're a Beachbody coach and we're not on the same team, I'm defriending you, because I don't want to clutter up that spot for somebody who, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, keep talking to people. And if you look at their page and you're like, oh, I don't know, don't add them.
And that's what I was doing too. At first, when I first started Beachbody back in February, I was literally just hitting request. And then I started looking, I'm like, damn, Nina, those are senior citizens. Like, so now I'm like, I feel bad because sometimes they'll like hit me up or like hit like on my page or certain things, pictures that I post, and I feel bad, but I'm like, I kind of want to delete them. Like, that's like, could be my grandma. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize it. I just saw names and I'm just like, okay, I just want to get my friends list up. But I didn't really have the conception of like who your friend is makes sense too. Like, I don't know what I was saying.
But you also don't have to discount the elderly, because if they're like 60 plus years old, they're going to start having health issues, and they're going to need like Shakeology. Like my mom's had heart attacks. She drinks Shakeology every day. My father-in-law is crazy, and he bought like $500 worth of supplements for 1 month. And I was like, you realize all that's in Shakeology? He's like, no. I'm like, well, you could save $400 a month, So don't discount those people. But I really suggest you look at people, and, I have people who like my like page. And so I look at them before I send them a request a message. And I'm like, no, that's not the type of person I want to interact with. So, But they also said like practice build. Sorry. I'm on a call. Love you. Okay. So it's not the lack of resources that's available. It's the lack of resourcefulness. Okay. So like you have to figure out how to become resourceful. So that is like, keep practicing what you're doing. And, it's going to take time to look through people's page. But if you find that key golden person, it was worth it, right?
Right.
Have the tools and the resources. So there's YouTube out there to, figure out how to overcome fears and objection, whatever your fear is. YouTube it, Google it. There's the National Wake Up Call Archive on our online office. And then when you figure out something, apply it. So as Nellie said, like, you said, you have all these things going on in your mind. You got to apply one thing at a time because it does get overwhelming and then you're going to just be done. So perfect one thing. And then like every month, do one new thing and get good at that. And then go to the next new thing and get good at that. And you have to do, and I know you are very good at that, Nina, is personal development. I know you are. And so, you told me the books that you recently ordered, that those are great books. And, if you stop growing, you're going to start dying. And so we got to keep growing every day and building. So whatever you're struggling with in that moment, that's key to go in there. Like you've read Go for No, and now you're applying that. That's what you need to do. Okay. And then your last one is try to teach somebody else what you're learning. As you grow in this business, like to me, that's fearful. Like to build a team of coaches and become their mentor. That's what my biggest struggle was this past year, is like really figuring out how to be a good leader from a coach, being a great coach to becoming a great leader. And I'm now just figuring that out, but it's taken me a lot of fear, a lot of training, and a crap load of personal development. And I'm still doing leadership personal development because it's scary. It's scary to have a ton of coaches relying on you. And that's where all these things come into play. So that success partner helps, the tools and resources, that personal development, and that reason why. That's how you're going to overcome those fears. So, does that help a little bit?
That helps a lot, actually.
You got 2 calls in one tonight.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
2 for 1.
Put my kids to bed and I was like, all right, let me, before I fall asleep.
Yeah. But so if you come up with an idea, write it down. So in the future, like I'm coming up with what you guys are talking about here, like different things for calls or trainings that I can do, and Nellie and I have different strengths. So if you want to see something, I know I've done one. I really need to do more graphics with the phone and how I, create my logos and that kind of stuff. So I
don't know how to do any of that stuff. I have no clue how to do any of that stuff. And that's why I don't even think about it right now, because I'm like, all right, you'll get there when you get there.
Exactly.
Because I even think about like just me putting together my little before and after 2 days ago. It took me like 10 minutes, and all it was a little photo grid, and it was just like, all right, just post it and be done with it at this point. But
and
on it.
Yeah, no, you did great. You did great with that. And I know Patrice is great with her. She does those transformations too, and I love them. So I love seeing those because people need to see how much you've grown. Otherwise, what's the point of being in this business? And that's not selling, it's sharing. It's like, this is how I've changed, so.
Because like for me, it's not really, it's just like the post, like the wording of it that I'm trying to get comfortable with, where I don't sound salesy. Because I feel like talking to people before, I don't know, maybe it was because I lacked the confidence before, and it was kind of coming through like kind of icky maybe. Nobody said it, but I just was like trying to think of a reason why maybe nobody was kind of, they would like I got, sometimes some of my pictures got like over 100 likes, and nobody would even interact with me on the messaging. So I was like, okay, it's something that maybe they're feeling from what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they don't message you back doesn't mean they're not watching you. Just remember that. You know,
That's so true, Jolene.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just saying, that's so true. You know, they may not leave a message or like or something, but they're watching you. So when I'm doing private messages, I'm kind of multitasking right now. So I have my earbuds in and I'm doing some invites. But people will tell you, like, oh, well, I know this. They'll tell me something that's going on in my life that I've been posting. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they are truly watching. You know?
Right.
They're watching to see if you stay consistent, or is it just like a fad? You're going to do it for a couple months.
Exactly. And this is another call I need to do, niche markets. But I send like a hey girl message every day to like a ton of people. Like I go through on my phone every morning before I get out of bed, and I go to and I should do this so you guys know. So I go to my messenger, and then I go to my people, and I go down alphabetically every day, and I look at their page. If I've never talked to them, I send them a specific hey girl message. If it's been a long time and we've never talked about Beachbody, I send them a different message. If I've talked to them about Beachbody in the past, I'll send them an invite. And I go down the list and I do that every morning. And so I've had people come back to me and say, with a hey girl message, oh my gosh, you are so inspiring. Thank you so much. It doesn't necessarily lead to an invite, but it opens up the door because they see me, they're watching me. Even though I've never messaged them in my entire life, they come back with like, you know, you're so inspiring. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. So just keep doing what you're doing. It may seem sometimes like, I gotta do another workout video. Oh, I gotta, you know.
Or you gotta work out and drink your Shakeology anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I mean, I do my videos every day almost. I don't care what people say. If they don't like it, they're not going to like it. I've learned that. I mean, Nellie and I have been in this business for 2 years now. It's like, you know, you get stronger. And
you don't want everyone to like you. You want, because, you know.
The right ones to like you.
The right ones.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to connect with everyone.
Yeah. And that's the way I felt when I first signed up as a coach. That I had to please everyone and everybody had to like me and everyone. That's not the case. And I will do a call on that. Maybe I'll do the video for the objections, and then the next call will be niche market, because that's huge. That is huge.
Yeah, I think your live video when you were talking about creating, like doing 2 separate niches. Your challenger and your coach.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be tuning into that, because I don't know. I've gotten more comfortable with talking to people more along the lines of challenger. Yeah. Because I have a transformation and all that, but I do definitely need to learn more about speaking to people about the business opportunity.
Yes. And that's where, if you want this business to work, that's where you need to. And it's scary. Trust me. I still feel that every day when I'm like, she would be a great coach. I'm just going to send her an invite. And if they say no, I wait a few months. I'll send them another one.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is. You just got to do it, and it gets easier. So,
right.
Yeah.
And you got to think, like, what's the worst that could happen? I mean,
they say no.
It's just a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing that Amy Silverman said that really stuck with me, like, if you're, you know, hesitating about posting on social media, just think, like, in 90 years, none of this stuff is going to matter. So that kind of like takes the edge off, and you're like, okay, post.
That's a different way of thinking about it.
Isn't it? Yeah. And kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
Anything else, ladies? Because I know Nellie's got to get back to the birthday party.
No, that's it. I'm good. Thank you. This was great.
I hope you guys found it useful.
Yeah, I hope so. So the next call I'll do is about niche markets, because yeah, it's gonna really help you. It might be a longer call, but it's really gonna. I mean, I'm still working on mine,
right?
and there's a specific formula. So yeah,
and it's something that you got to refine. It's not going to be always the
and
same
it's
thing.
got to be very, very specific. Like, I'm in this training group, and they said no. I thought I was like down to the T specific. No, it's still too broad. So I'm on revision number 3 or 4 now. So
wow,
it's
that's
you gotta play to your
specific
market right now. Yeah. So I'll go over that. Maybe maybe not next week, but the week after, because it's going to take some time to put all that together. But I'll do a video on objections for sure for this week.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And let us know if you need anything.
Okay. So your assignment for this week is to start looking for a success partner.
Yes.
You don't have to find one, but start looking every day.
I know Patrice is kind of
put an ad out there.
Yeah, I know Patrice and Stephanie have kind of connected, so that's good. But Nina,
tell me the website right now.
Okay, it is
Beachbody Champions. It's a Facebook page.
Yeah. So hold on.
And what was the other one? Success.
I have it written down. Beachbody Champions and Success Partners Secrets.
I didn't have the other one. Success Partners Secret.
Yeah. Patrice, I think you're in Beachbody Champions.
Yeah, I'm on Beachbody.
That's at the end?
Yeah, I'm talking to people there.
Okay, Nina, I'm going to add you to Beachbody Champions. I just added you. And they have top coaches doing live.
They had Christina Delgado today, which I haven't watched yet. One other thing to remember is look in your local area for the Beachbody groups. Because I know I'm in Orlando. There's Central Florida Beachbody coaches. There's Florida.
I'm in Central Florida too. I'm in Sanford.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Hey,
cool. Okay, so join those. Join the local ones. Because you never know.
Sounds good.
Okay, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll have this up tonight, okay?
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.